Kung kayo po ay nagbabalak din na maging student sa Canada or mga currently enrolled and looking forward sa kanilang postgraduate work permit, magiging importante po itong mga pagbabago na ilalabas ng IRCC. Kaya po, please watch this video.
Hi guys! For today's video ay meron po tayong pag-uusapan ng mga big changes sa postgraduate work permit. Year 2008 ang naging last change ng PGWP. And sobrang tagal na, di ba? More than 10 years na talaga. And ngayon lang magkakaroon ng major changes sa PGWP. So, nung 2008 na yon, inallow ang mga foreign graduates na magkaroon ng work permit para makapag-work sila and makagain ng Canadian work experience which will lead them to PR pathway. And sa changes na yon ay pwedeng magkaroon ng 3 years work permit ang isang graduate. So, depende sa iyong length of studies and walang major restrictions talaga. And pwede ka makapag-apply kahit wala ka pang job offer and wala ring mga minimum income threshold. Nagkaroon na rin ng pahiwatig sa mga nakaraang buwan ang Minister of Immigration Mark Miller na magkakaroon ng reform sa PGWP. And masasabi ko na malalaki ang changes ngayon. And he has this intention na gamitin ang PGWP to meet the labor market needs ng Canada. Currently, ang IRCC ay nagkakandak ng consultation sa mga several institutions and important bodies para mabuo nila ang PGWP reforms. Nagkaroon ng survey and meron itong 8 important questions na makakatulong sa mapapagtibay nila na PGWP changes. So, babasahin din natin and mamaya ay magre-recap po tayo ano ba yung mga major changes, ano ba yung mga sinabi ng 8 questions na ito which will be very vital.
So, ito yung questions that were asked in the survey. So, again, this is about the changes sa PGWP eligibility requirements. So, basahin natin. Number 1, if PGWP eligibility were restricted based solely on occupations in shortage and corresponding programs of study, which occupations should be included based on the needs in your area. Number 2, what if any cohort should be exempted from these changes, such as Francophone student or graduate degree programs or others? Please indicate the rationale. Francophone means po ay nagsasalita ng French language or ang first language talaga ay French. Number 3, should international students be required to demonstrate proof of a job offer aligned with the occupational shortage list in order to hold a PGWP beyond 1 year? Number 4, should any other eligibility criteria, language, provincial support, etc., apart from a job offer be applied to PGWP holders seeking to extend their permit past 1 year? Next, what is your view of applying these labor market-based changes to PGWP eligibility to all graduates upon announcement this year, rather than grandfathering students who are already studying in Canada at the time of implementation? How often should the occupational shortage list be revised? And at what point thereafter should it be applied to students whose study is underway? Number 5, do changes to PGWP being explored align with the profile of candidates you'd like to remain working in your jurisdictions in the long term? Is your provincial nominee program positioned to offer a viable pathway to permanent residence for international graduates with job offers in these key sectors? Because of the survey and key questions na nandoon, magkakaroon tayo ng idea ano yung mga pwedeng maging changes na lalabas very soon. So, meron po tayong 6 key points para mas maintindihan natin. Number 1, limit work permits for jobs in high demands. Sa part na to, gusto ng government na makapagbigay lang ng mga work permit para sa mga job shortage dito sa Canada and ma-fill in yung mga labor demands sa mga critical areas like construction, technology, and healthcare. Number 2, exempting French speakers and graduate or master's students from the new changes. And as we can observe, talagang nasa in favor ang mga French speakers
and mga nagtitake ng graduate and master's program. Number 3, job offer requirement and language proficiency. So before, hindi naman requirement ang job offer pagka magpi-PGWP na. And also, wala ring language test na kailangan na i-upload sa PGWP application. So yun din po yung experience namin. So ngayon, they are also contemplating kung maglalagay ng mga ganitong requirements sa new PGWP eligibility. Reduce work permit length. So, before, ang policy ng PGWP, ang duration ng iyong work permit ay magbe-base po sa iyong program. So, kung 1-year program, 1-year work permit or PGWP ang ibibigay. And kapag 2 years, pwedeng magkaroon ng 3 years work permit. Pero sa bagong changes ngayon ng PGWP, ang gusto nilang mangyari, next, number 5, no work permit for some programs. So, this is also very, very scary sa mga wala sa mga priority industry. So, na-mention natin ang mga pinaprioritize ngayon, yung mga nasa healthcare, technology, and construction. So, ito yung nakakatakot na part. So, wala pang final. Students na graduate sa ibang field may not be able to have their PGWP. And last, number 6, application of new rules to current students or future students only. So, ito yung big question din dahil sa marami talaga ang tatamaan kung mag-a-apply ito sa mga nandito na sa Canada at mag-a-apply na ng PGWP. Pero why Canada is making these big changes? Sa nakikita ko, ang government ng Canada would like to give priority sa mga skilled workers wherein high demand sila dito sa Canada. By doing this ay makaka-reduce sila ng mga work permit sa mga programs na nasa low demand category. Wherein marami talaga din ang maapektuhan dito dahil hindi naman lahat nasa targeted industry. So for recommendation, ang maisa-suggest ko lang po talaga din ay pumili ng mga programs na nasa priority industry katulad nga ng healthcare, technology, and construction. And para sa mga current student naman, maganda talaga na kahit student ka pa lang, hindi ka pa nag-graduate, ay nagpa-part-time ka na para maka-aim ka somehow, makapagsimula ka ng makapenetrate sa paghahanap ng trabaho na pwede mong maging full-time sa PGWP. And sa experience nga namin, malaking tulong talaga na meron ng part-time job na aligned din sa kanyang work experience and education or program na kinukuha dito sa Canada at naka-aligned lahat. So, naging very helpful po iyon sa aming PGWP and especially sa PR application. So, ayun, secure job offer kahit na nag-i-student pa lang kayo or part-time job pa lang din yan, okay lang yon dahil eventually may possibility na maging full-time job ito and magamit nyo for PGWP requirement. And again, sa mga future students, maganda po na inform po kayo sa mga ganitong flow and changes na nangyayari ngayon sa immigration ng Canada para mapagplano ninyo simula pa lang sa program na kukuhanin, sa PR pathway na posibleng maging pathway ninyo, maging daan ninyo para maging permanent resident. And good thing din talaga na kahit paano may alam na po tayo sa PR requirements, sa mga PR pathways dito sa Canada. So ayun guys, yung mga changes na ito ay hindi pa po final, wala pa talagang final confirmation and wala pa ding final date ng release ng mga new changes na ito. But I believe na very very soon ay ilalabas din nila ito. So hintayin lang po natin ang mga ilalabas nila na eligibility for PGWP. Good luck guys! Alam kong mabigat ito and nakakaba. Wishing you all the best. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and pakibisita na rin po ang aming mga playlist. Take care. I'll see you again. Bye for now.